With the new release of the baby SUS, I thought it'd be a cool video to compare it to the big SUS. These are both slow ultra sticks, and when they released this guy, the big E-Flite version that'll fly on a 2S or a 3S battery, it kind of blew me away. It's a great trainer style plane, but also just flies kind of advanced. I'll show you in this video. I haven't flown it for a while, so I'm excited to get it in the air. But also, we need some more stick time on this stick, right? Abby's gonna fly this and show you guys how easy it is to fly. Really just comparing the two, talking about the big differences, and shame on you guys. I thought this was a brand new release. Turns out there's an airplane called the Ember that this just copied. Well, that was over 11 years ago. We've been doing this for 11 years, so forgive me. I didn't know, but that's okay. It's still a cool little airplane, and I'm excited to put these in the air. And who can tell me the biggest difference between these two other than size as we fire this one up so Abby can fly? Let me know in the comments. Okay, Abby is going to show you guys the baby SUS. There we go. We have a light breeze today. And you are in safe, right? Should be.
Seems that way.
Yeah, good. This plane has such good auto leveling, even out of safe, because of the dihedral, the weight of the wheels. It really likes to self-center, as I said, even in advanced mode. So, when she's trying to kite it, look at that. Because we have a light breeze. So the biggest difference between these guys is definitely the size and the price. This one can be bought as a bind and fly, which means you have to have a battery, a radio, and a charger. Or you can buy it ready to fly. And the price difference on the little guy is $120 for bind and fly and $150 for the ready to fly. Now it is a brushed motor and it is a 1S battery. This one is a 3-channel airplane. So that means you have throttle, elevator, and rudder. The big one, the big differences are, again, the size. Now here goes Abby, she's gonna...
That was terrible.
That's okay, it's a
terrible approach.
It's a hard one to do loops and stuff on because it's a little bit limited, right? There you go, nice. Oh, there we go. Hey, infinite loops. Jinx. The big one has ailerons, and that's a big deal because you have a lot more controllability over the airplane. A lot more.
Like the spiral?
Yeah, good job. She's bringing it back down to earth for us. Ailerons give a lot more control over the airplane. I'll be honest with you guys, and who knows, like, I'm sure this is exactly what they were going for. They wanted a nice, ready-to-fly, indoor, no-wind flyer, because that's what this is. But when I heard there would be a UMX...
The porta potties for the air show are getting delivered.
That's cool. When I heard there would be a UMX version of this, I thought it would be maybe 2S or 3S with ailerons and perform a lot like the bigger one, but just fly in smaller spaces. People did ask, though, is this sub 250 grams? Yes, it is. It's a very, very, very lightweight airplane, if you can't tell just from the way it flies. And maybe, again, that's what they were shooting for. Maybe E-Flite and Horizon is trying everything they can to make more things under 250 grams, and maybe that took priority over you know,
as good as the other.
Flight features. That's okay, that was good. It's windy too, so great flight, Abby. You gonna are you doing
mini flight?
Yeah, okay. You were just trying to taxi, but you took off. Well, great job, good flight.
It's been a while since you've flown this.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you still had it.
Yeah, just tucked away in a corner because it doesn't take up any space. I'm excited. It's I actually increased the rates some too. I had to rebind it to this white radio that I've been flying on. No safe on it. I just didn't bother because I had to rebind it. See, on a 3S battery, because it's such a lightweight airplane, it flies like it's on a 4S. So it's easy to repair and a lot of fun to fly. I remember this being a blast to fly, and people, they like it or they hate it because it's a stick. So yeah, it's ugly, but it's very reminiscent of old school airplanes and what people would fly just because this is what's affordable, right? This is a $200 airplane. Personally, I'd rather have 5 of these than the little SUS. That's just my personal opinion. The little SUS is great, but this is greater. And I think the price point is very strange to talk about this one. Okay, let's just talk about bind and fly. The little one's 120, this one's 200. I think you're getting 4 or 5 times the amount of airplane on this compared to the small one, but the price doesn't seem to scale right to me. This one being $200, bind and fly, because you know the receiver. Oh, that was close.
Woo! Did you skim the grass with?
Bind and fly, because you know the receiver. Oh, that was close.
Your wing?
Yeah, I did.
I think I heard it.
I did too. That's crazy. Ground tech saved me on that one. I have my rates on my ailerons increased to 110%, and I'm flying 25% expo on my ailerons, 20% elevator, 15% rudder. Not that you need that at all on this plane, but see, you can keep this plane in a nice tight space, and that wing is so wide. It just has so much lift. See that? I mean, it is awesome. You're not doing crazy stunts on it.
Why do I feel like you're not taking this plane home today?
Because of the way I'm flying it. I can't remember if it'll fly inverted. I think it will. Yeah, really good. It's just a really cool, like, it's almost like a trainer plane to a person that wants to do more than just fly in circles, because it doesn't fly too fast, although it can. And then you can do really, it just feels like you have really good control of this plane. And that's because you do. I mean, it's like a trainer sporty flyer. A sport trainer, if you will. The point of this video, really, is to show you how much fun this plane is, and the smaller version is good for indoor flying, and you should buy this version. That's the point of this video. This is the better plane for the money. Way better bang for your buck. I'd like to see this stay in production for 20 million years, and the little guy, anybody that flies indoors, they can buy it and be happy with it and have a cool winter casual flyer. But you know, if you just want to practice maneuvering and what, like, repeated little patterns like what I'm doing here to make you better at Cuban 8s and just whatever you want to get better at, this is a really good plane to do it in tight spaces. We can eat up long distance with this, and we can do a full throttle pass down the runway, but you know, it's a 3S 2200. Look at this, full throttle. Ask it.
Will it snap?
A little bit, yeah. We'll do a nice little loop out here. You know, it'll do all these little basic things that I've gotten more comfortable at doing. It can't really knife edge, it falls out of it. Although with throttle, see, it fell out of it, that was full rudder. But it can do a lot of little fun twist and turn maneuvers. It's got great aileron control, and it's got great elevator control. Look at that, see? We can really...
Lost you.
I mean, it's very easy to fly this plane, and it's pretty forgiving. If you crash it, it's very easy to repair, and that's a nice thing. That's a really nice thing about it. And it has all the advanced electronics too. You know, we even have telemetry on this thing. The receiver alone is like an $80 receiver, I think, and at least that's where Spectrum values it. And that puts the cost of the airplane right at the same price as the little guy. Oh, and that's full elevator. Oh, I ran out of throttle. Super fun little flyer. I don't think it gets enough credit. It's probably been long forgotten about. Like, we just about forgot about it too. Let's go vertical climb and see when it stops climbing. Full throttle. Where's our stall? Right there, about right there. We're gonna fall over now. And let's do a little flat spin. Sort of. Just need a little more elevator to make it more flat. So, awesome airplane. And Abby, I want to do a catch on it, but I don't think I should. It's a big airplane.
Be pretty funny.
It would, wouldn't it? Just like you did on your little one.
You always have to show me up. Oh yeah, I know what she's doing. Here we go. Abby's got this. Probably chopping my finger off.
No, you got this. Hey, Abby's first ever. Nice. Yeah, sweet. I could fly that all day. It's just an easy, casual, fun little flyer, and that's why it stays in my collection. I really like it. I think they knocked this one out of the park, and the price point's actually really good, in my opinion. And I don't know, they're two very different airplanes. Almost not really in the same category. They have the same profile. They both are a stick, a slow ultra stick, but in my mind, when I thought of a UMX Slow Ultra Stick, again, it was just an airplane half the size of this, which is what they did, but a little more capable. So in my opinion, this one is the definite winner. But if you're flying, actually, if you're flying indoors, if you have a space big enough to fly indoors, you could fly this indoors too. This would be a great indoor flyer. It flies nice and slow and feathery, but you can do some nice little tight maneuvers with it too. In fact, I prefer to keep this really close. That's my goal when I'm flying this, is like, how close in this little make-believe box can I keep this? And I think that flight represents that mindset really well. So they'll both be linked in the description box below, whichever one is your cup of tea, but in my opinion, this is the no-brainer, obvious home run winner. And if you want to fly on my setup, we'll have all that stuff linked in the description box below too. Know that using that link does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. We're very grateful for all the support. I want to say massive thanks to God for blessing us with a beautiful, calm day. To get these planes in the air and have fun out here with my wife, I'm very grateful for all of the above. Also, I want to recommend you guys fly with AMA. It's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. Abby and I are out here maidening planes all the time and doing our best to just, you know, keep the hobby fun. And AMA is really good at keeping the stress and the worry free from what we're doing. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where the hobby would be. We might not even legally be allowed to fly our planes if it wasn't for the AMA hitting the brakes and saying, hey guys, look, these are just foam toys. Can we calm down? They're not breaking line of sight FPV drones way down, you know. It could be worse than what it is what I'm saying. And it's nice to know too that if this porta potty deliverer guy came out here to watch what I was doing and, you know, got a little too close for comfort and I crashed into those giant stacks of porta potties on the back of his truck, that AMA would step in, and because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but they stepped out of the line and I crashed into their porta potties, if it caused any damage, which I definitely wouldn't, these are just foam toys, AMA would step in and be there to help cover that. So, you know, peace of mind, right? Half the cost of this airplane and I can be insured for the entire year, and I'm so grateful for that too. If you love Ultra Sticks, I've got one that's the opposite of this. It is an absolute beast. It is the most high performance bind and fly plane I have ever had my hands on. And that video will be popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. See you there.
Bye.